What is this? Do you know?
Yes, it is shifting cultivation or slash and burn cultivation, locally known as Jum cultivation, and it is practiced by Reang tribal groups in Tripura.
Yes, Reangs. They are the second largest primitive tribal group in Tripura, with 1,88,220 population. They belong to Indo-Mongoloid racial stock. They mostly reside in the dense forest of Ambasa, Salema, Manu, Chamanu and Dambur of the Dhalai district in the state. They traditionally practice Jum cultivation and gather forest products like fruits, leaves, tubers, roots and plants, and hunt wild animals and birds for the subsistence of their life.
Jum cultivation is accompanied by various socio-cultural activities. First, they clear a plot of land on a hill slope and preserve it by pitching 2 bamboo poles. Then they worship their deities and sacrifice various fruits and pray for a rich harvest. They sow seeds in the first monsoon showers and grow varieties of crops like paddy, maize, cotton, betel nut, vegetables, banana, pineapple, etc.
Reangs engage in varieties of activities like collection of edible forest products, hunting of wild animals, birds, fish, etc. Some of them are involved in wage labor, weaving of clothes, preparing bamboo materials, blacksmith activity, etc. The other major occupation of Reangs is rubber farming, introduced around 1963 by the Forest and Soil Conservation Department, Tripura.
Rubber is an important product emerged from rubber tree or Hevia brasiliensis. Tapping is a method of extracting natural rubber which involves making incisions in the bark and collecting the fluid in vessels attached to the rubber trees. Its liquid is a sticky, milky sap called latex, which goes through a few steps before being solid rubber. Their source of earning are Jum cultivation, rubber farming, weaving, crafting, daily laboring, etc. In spite of these, many families are indebted.
Their house types show that they first conduct wooden platforms above few feet from the ground on the slope area of the hill. Then they set bamboo pillars on the platform and construct a roof on the pillars. Fences are made around bamboo pillars. As a reason for the high platform, they can restrict houses from the flow of water and save themselves and their cattle from snake bite and wild animals. Generally, Reangs construct 2 houses, one in the village and another near the Jum field to watch products.
Their house usually consists of a single common room with a veranda. There is no separate kitchen or toilet in the house. They mostly collect water from the hand pumps, public well, pond and stream and take bath there. They avail toilet facilities in the forest. Electric connection is almost nil. Many villagers use solar lamps installed under the government scheme, kerosene lamps, earthen diyas, etc. They use undulating hilly footpaths, whereas concrete roads are rarely found. General stores are available, but the healthcare center are available at the block level.
They prefer to for nuclear family while joint families are rarely existed there. As like family, they are having exogamous clans. They are divided into 2 clan groups, Meska and Molsoi. Meska group includes 7 subgroups, whereas Molsoi group is having 6 subgroups. They belong to the clan by birth, and married women become members of their husbands' clans. They are related through blood and affinal kinship bonds. They use kinship terminology like a father as Appa and mother as Amo. They never call the names of husbands and husbands' elder brothers.
Reangs prefer traditional birth practices by midwives. At the time of labor pain, old women gather in the house and worship Kebengma, Kongkonokoma, and Maitungma deities. They perform Tui Chow and Being Bumo rituals on different days after birth and sacrifice pigs and 4 fowls for the good health of baby and mother. After birth, the next event is marriage. Reangs prefer negotiation marriage halaksam at an early age through matchmaker Andhra. Marriage by forbidden relation halakchaya, service by exchange, love marriage, cross cousin and parallel cousin, etc. are allowed there. With grandeur feasts and folk dance, Sangruma and Tichamo pujas are organized to celebrate marriage.
Reangs generally cremate dead bodies on the bank of river. A dead body is buried in case of death caused by infectious diseases. After cremation, they collect residual bones, boroksagma, and immerse these in the river. Their rituals are started before the funeral procession and ended with post-funeral luklaimon. Then, earthen pot covered with fish and rice is placed at the feet of the deceased person, followed by folk dance. After that, properties are confined among the Sandai, who is his son and grandson. Women have no right to the parental property.
Every woman is busy with household works. She has to play the roles of wife, mother, and teacher in family life. She is devoted to caring her children for their upbringing. Mother trains her daughters in all activities like cooking, weaving, knotting, etc. She uses to accomplish her prime duty of cooking, washing clothes, cleaning houses, collecting water, preparing rice beer, husking paddy, collecting fuel, etc.
Reangs are influenced by the Tibeto-Burmese language and speak the dialect Kaupru, which originated from 2 words, Korok and Borok, meaning language of human. There are no scripts of their spoken dialect. They speak Bengali and eat their traditional food, rice with local vegetables like green leaves, bamboo shoots, roots and pulses. Their special red rice produced in chum fields is so tasty. They eat non-vegetable food items and drink arak rice beer.
Traditional implements of Reangs are dasukai, dama, dosa, dama dosa, and X, which are used for cleaning bushes, cutting forest products, etc. They use chempai, kalbang, and maiku, cylindrical baskets, for carrying materials. Their dresses indicate that men wear merely traditional langut just to cover their private parts, loincloth and hand-woven turban. Women put on a long piece of colorful cloth, pasra or rinai, to cover their lower part and a short piece of cloth, risa, to cover their chest.
Mostly, Reang women wear necklaces made of silver or metal coins. Notable women's ornaments are rangdotang and anchali, worn around the neck, tar for the forehead, and yachao for ears. They wear their dresses and ornaments in a meticulous way, and they are found very beautiful. Their dresses and ornaments play a great role when they perform folk dances. They perform their traditional dances like Hojagiri, Goria, Damhar, Chiro, Rotnach, Yakshagana, etc. at different times with folk music and songs.
Reangs are proud of their indigenous arts and crafts. They collect bamboo canes, leaves, grass, wood, etc. from their forests and prepare baskets, cases, cylindrical vessels, fishing traps, etc. Women weave colorful clothes like rinai and risa for women and Pandri and Kutai for men. Their hand-woven clothes are always demanded by others.
They visit Tirthumukh Mela, Balabihar Mela, Bishukani, etc. at different times and enjoy. They are enthusiastic to celebrate Gorya Puja, Manukma, Kozagari, Vastu Puja, Gorya Puja, Ker Puja, Manukma and Kumaukma for various purposes. They also celebrate their popular festival Boisu. During their festivals, they meet with each other. They sacrifice traditional cooked food, local rice brew, seasonal fruits, animals, birds, etc. and perform traditional dances.
Formerly, the youth dormitory Duwaino existed in every Reang village. Nowadays, dormitory rarely exist, and adolescent boys and girls hardly halt there to borrow knowledge and skills from elders. Instead of the dormitory, there exists community hall that is mostly used by the traditional political head, Chaudhary with other subordinates to work on solidarity, settle their disputes and organize religious activities. But nowadays, Reangs meet with elected politicians for all problems.
Reangs worship Matai Kotor, Taipoma, Kania and care deities for wealth, availability of water, saving from epidemic and natural calamities, etc. They believe both benevolent spirits like Buraha and Longtrai and malevolent spirits like Sangrangma, Manokma and Kunokma. They believe that after death, invisible spirits known as Fola are available in their surroundings to create misfortune. Therefore, they worship water, fire, stone, forest, and soil under the supervision of the traditional priest, Okchai, for all well. Reangs inhabit in undulating hilly forest regions and avail better environment. There is no record that they damage forest properties. They collect only dried fuel for cooking purposes. They participate in various plantation programs, but recently, trees in forests are randomly cut down by others. Many floras and faunas are extinct, which hamper the environment.
Reangs still believe their magico-religious healthcare practices, but many of Reangs take herbal medicines from traditional healers Vaidya. He serves herbal medicines like boiled roots of jiran plant to relieve from constipation, leaf paste of Yangma plant to restrict bleeding and wound, the leaf extract of Khungcha korma to cure from fever, boiled leaves of Turkin mondan to cure chronic health problem, etc.
Reangs are not holding better educational status. Merely 39.8% Reangs are literate. But nowadays, different schemes are being implemented by government to set up better infrastructure facilities in schools and to give an effective teaching-learning environment for improving their educational status. Infrastructure facilities, teaching-learning process, roles of SMC and parents, etc. in schools of Reang areas are highlighted in this presentation.
Almost all schools are having school buildings. Some schools are facilitated with playgrounds, boundary walls, and electric connections. Toilet facility is available but not in better condition. The availability of drinking water is not so good. The medical facility is nil. Schools are having small library but the collection of books is not found adequate. Teaching learning materials are available but the ICT facility is nil. Infrastructure for disabled students is not found there.
Both local and outside teachers are posted in schools and they mostly work permanently. Reang children are habituated to talk their own dialect, Kopru, which is unknown to non-tribal teachers. All books are also written in both Bengali and English, which creates difficulties for tribal students. The number of teachers are inadequate in accordance with RTE Act 2009.
Most of the teachers start classroom teaching by asking questions about previous chapters and assessing the understanding of students. If there is any doubt, teachers further discuss in brief for a clear understanding of students. As per the developed lesson plan, they teach with teaching aids, engage students, and use local arts and crafts, folk songs, dance, folk tales, etc. for their content understanding.
Out-migration of Reang tribes increases dropout of children. As remedial measures, teachers visit the houses of absent students, encourage them and their parents, and organize special classes to fill their curricular gaps. They also occasionally organize PTM and discuss various issues like the improvement of reading, writing skills of children, their concept understanding, their test results, punctuality, their homeworks, etc.
Teachers are less privileged to participate in teacher training programs. Training in computer-related activities is totally nil, but they gain basic ICT knowledge through their mobile phones, and they can send and receive emails, download and upload materials, and search educational materials for use in classroom teaching.
SMC members mostly belong to the Reang community. They look after all development activities such as school building, furniture, boundary and gate of school premise, sports facilities, etc. They try to install electric connections, ICT facilities, etc. while they merely watch pedagogical issues. The interference of parents in schools is also very limited. Many parents are busy in their professions and they rarely participate in PMT. Overall, it is highlighted that Reangs are the followers of their socio-cultural orthodox and heartily connected with nature. Through their friendly relationship with nature, they try their best to protect natural products. It is also highlighted that in spite of their inhabitations in remote natural surroundings, they are participating in formal educational systems and improving their educational status. Madhu Vata Hridayate, Madhu Sharanti Sindhva, Madhvirna Santvoshadhi.